Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm building The Sims 4, but this time I'm letting a wheel decide what I am building. To start off with, we're going to spin and see which world we're building in. I don't have every pack, these are just the ones I have, but yeah, we're going to be choosing from these, and then I'm going to be clicking 3 times, and then the third spin, that'll be the one we end up with. So let's see what we get. Alright, spin number 1, let's see. We get Chestnut Ridge, that's the world from Horse Ranch, so we're not building there. Let's see what's next. Magnolia Promenade. Thank God we're not building there. That is all businesses. So we're ending up with Brightchester, which is the world from University. So that's where we're going to be building today. Next, we're going to be spinning for lot size. So let's see what we end up getting. All right, so spin number 1, we get a small lot. And then for spin number 2, we also get a small lot. Alright, what's spin number 3? Also small lot, so we're building on a small lot today. That works for me. Now let's see how many bedrooms we're going to be having. Not 2, apparently, at least for that spin. 2 again. Alright, let's see how many we got. 3 bedrooms, okay. Now everyone's favorite part, the bathrooms. How many bathrooms are we doing? Alright, we got 2 on this first spin. Then we've got 3. Let's see, what do we end up with? 4 bathrooms. 4 bathrooms, okay. So we're on a small lot with 4 bathrooms, 3 beds. Okay, now we are on 2 floors. How many floors are we gonna have? 4 floors with the first spin. What do we get this time? 2 floors. Now, what are we actually going to end up with? 2 floors, I think. Yep, 2 floors. So we got 2 floors. Okay, let's hop into the actual build now. I chose the Honeydew Fields lot. It's in Brightchester. It's a 15 by 20 lot. Obviously one of the smaller ones because that's what we spun for. And then I decided to do kind of like a older college townhouse type thing. I tried to make it seem like it was one of the Brightchester kind of builds, obviously because I'm using the university stuff. This build is just university and base game for anyone who wants to know, but I decided to do the townhouse just because I thought it'd be kind of fun. I haven't done anything really like that on this channel yet. I've built stuff in the past, but like nothing on YouTube. But yeah, this is a lot nicer than what my dorm would have, or was, I should say. I had to live in the dorms until my junior, or all the way through junior year at the university I went to. Why? Luckily COVID hit and I only had to live on campus for like 3 semesters technically, I think, which that was nice. That's nice. Don't have to stay in those godforsaken dorms. The dorms at the school I went to, oh Christ, so bad, like so outdated, just like dirty, like just kind of like the school itself is like good, like fine, you know what I mean, but like the dorms needed some work. I don't know what the freshmen were doing my freshman year, but like specifically the girls on my floor, the toilets were imploding, exploding, like the showers were always broken. I don't know what people were doing to damage the stuff so much, but that was the constant state of my my hall or whatever, or my floor at least. And then like the laundry room was always just like people would never go pick up their stuff, and then like people would get mad if you moved their stuff, but it's been there for 2 days. Yeah, no, I don't miss living in a dorm. I luckily had a single when I was in college because I had like very, very severe anxiety, and luckily they also thought I did, so guess what, got my own room, but that contributed even more anxiety, but it's fine. Anyway, yeah, that freshman year, I did not like my dorm, and there's always people cooking some weird shit and always burning things, like, I don't know, I know it's college, people are doing whatever, but it's like, guys, can we at least like not blow stuff up or something? Like, yeah, it's like the bare minimum. I don't know. Then my junior year, when I had to move back on campus, I lived in I technically had roommates, but we each had our own room and like locks and stuff, so like we just kind of share like a common area type thing. what the people I got roomed with, or like whatever, so strange. Like, with peace and love to them. One girl, she was an acting major, a theater major. Oh my god, she would let her alarm play for an hour straight at like 5 a.m. I almost fist fought her. I ain't gonna lie. I like to sleep. I'm a night owl. I stay up till like 2 a.m. on like a weekday for my 9 to 5, let alone like in college. And like when I'm trying to wake, I have an 8 a.m. and I'm trying to get that 2 hours of sleep, and she's blaring that alarm. And it's that real annoying Apple one. Oh god, that was so bad. One day I had to literally just go yell at her, and she finally turned it off. And then she'd also, I don't know if she had a boyfriend, but she was definitely cheating on the guy who she was seeing mainly. And like, I'm not gonna stick my nose in that business, but I'm gonna stick my nose in the business a little bit when I see like the guy who I presume is her boyfriend coming over, and then like another guy comes like a couple hours later. I'm gonna notice. I'm gonna take note. And then she also had like blowouts with people on the phone, which I think she slept with somebody's boyfriend. I don't know. I try to stay the hell away from this girl, but she was living a life I couldn't even imagine living. Just she can do what she wants. But that was one of my roommates, and then the other two, pretty normal, honestly. Like the girl next to me, I had a bunch of classes with because she was an art major, so we had like a couple classes together because I was graphic design. And like freshman year, I had to do a lot of like the, core classes together. I really like that girl. She's really nice. Like, no issues with her. She's kind of quiet, just keeps to herself. Like, she just have her girlfriend over, and like it'd be chill. And like I always would see them, and I'd be like, oh, you guys are nice, and like no problems. And then there was another girl who was there one semester, but then she, I think, studied abroad the other time, maybe. I don't really know, to be honest, what happened to her. She disappeared after the first semester, but she was still in school. So I don't know what happened, because I thought she was best friends with the girl next to me, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I read that wrong. But that was that. And then I think there was one other girl who moved in the spring semester, but I genuinely don't remember that person. I think they were like super quiet. Like they did not do anything. I think this was like some like sciencey major and was like trying to study, and the girl who was constantly having people over, yelling on the phone, having alarms going off, like she was stressing that poor girl out. And valid. I don't know. The girl who stressed us all out. Oh god. And I have nothing against smoking that good. None at all. I know people who smoke it. My boyfriend does. Like, everybody. Like, I have no problem with it. But when you smoke it in the dorm, and you don't open your window, and you're doing actual, like, you're rolling up, not like, like a pen. My god. Open a window. She wouldn't open a window. And I'd get, like, hotboxed the minute I got back from class. And, like, I'm super sensitive to that stuff. So, I was not a fan of that. I was not a fan of this girl. I don't know what she's doing now. Don't know if she's got a job. She kind of gave, like, just, like, daddy's money type vibes. Very, she didn't, I don't know if she was in the same reality as me, to be quite frank with you. But, yeah, that was my freshman, or my junior year experience. And then senior year, I lived at home, which was its own personal issues. But that was a little bit better. But, I don't know, it's kind of hit and miss with housing for college. Like, I feel like some places have like really nice dorms, kind of more updated depending on the university, like the funding and all that. Or like if you go to like a SEC school or like a Big 12, Big 10, whatever, Pac, whatever, all the big conferences, they're gonna have nicer stuff, obviously, because they're bigger schools, whatever. Like my boyfriend, he went to like one of those bigger schools, and like they had some dorms that like I'd see like driving by, and I'm like, oh, those have to be like, God knows how much those cost. And he'd be like, oh yeah, those are like $2,000, like, or not $2,000, like $20,000 or something per semester to live in. And I'm like, $20,000 for a dorm alone? That's crazy. That's a little crazy. But I think they were probably more than that, actually. I don't even remember. It was way too much for what it was. But they were like the super bougie dorms. And everyone would be like, oh yes, the rich people dorms, you don't go there. But I don't know, I never got to see my boyfriend's freshman dorm, just because we started dating like the summer after freshman year of college because of COVID, and we met or whatever. But I don't know, his like apartment townhouse thing that he lived in after freshman year, a little sussy, not gonna lie. It was multiple floors, four boys, not men, 4 boys were living there. And my God, there was some stuff going on. My boyfriend's room was fine. He's pretty well organized, very clean, like, just like, he keeps to himself. He's very introverted, like, and like, he's not messy, like, but like his roommate, I like the guy, he's very nice, but Jesus Christ, the messes he would leave when I would be over there, like, he would leave the pasta on the stove and like let it boil over when he was like in the shower. He'd leave the oven on all night. Like, he wouldn't clean up after himself. He'd leave his dishes in the sink. His room looked like a tornado went through it. This dude's married now. Like, he had a girlfriend all throughout college. I don't know how she dealt with it, because she's like clean and like put together. Like, I don't know. Again, I like the guy. He's just very messy, and I don't know how I could not have him as a roommate. Peace and love to him. But yeah. And then his other 2 roommates were like, there's kind of boys, like they're kind of like my boyfriend. There's like, it's not too dirty, but it's like enough. But yeah. And then when their last semester, I lived in the same town as them, so I was over there like all the time, and I got to witness some of the stuff that would go on in there. Oh, they would have me and my boyfriend, we would just like stay in his room and watch TV and play video games and be losers, because that's what we are. And then the messy friend and then one of the other boys, they would have people over for parties and stuff, and just like the amount of people who would come over, I don't even know that many people. And also, we would go up sometimes and, you know, like do drink and whatever, and then these people, you'd meet them like 10 times. They'd be like, oh, hi, nice to meet you, what's your name again? And you'd be like, oh my God, this person doesn't remember me. There's one guy in particular who always did that, and that still irks us to this day. Like, why are we doing that? Why don't we remember people? It's like, if I've met somebody more than twice, like, I'm definitely gonna at least remember their face, let alone like their name. I don't know. You gotta be a special kind of person not to remember. But like, I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing, but I remember everybody, unfortunately for me. But yeah, I don't know. What if you guys have gone to college? What was your experience like living in like a townhouse or the dorms? Because like, it's always an event. It's an adventure. And college itself is an adventure. I have mixed feelings about my college experience, because I didn't really like the school I went to, and I didn't really have a choice of going there or not. So, I don't know. I liked my like major classes, but like a lot of like, I went to like a school where they do a lot of like random ass like gen eds, and like I didn't even know what was going on. It was like you know, like those things like on like Twitter or like TikTok, you'll see where it's like my class in like the history of grapefruits and nuts. That's the type of stuff that my school would offer. And of course, when you're trying to sign up for classes, that's like the only thing left. It's like, why? It's like, I don't want to take that. It's like, I am studying graphic design and business, or whatever you want to call it. It's like, I am not remotely in this field, but I'm going to take that class because apparently I need it. It's like, I'm fine with like a science course or something, because it's like, maybe they'll change your mind about what major you want to take. But it's like, my senior year, why am I stuck taking the class on grapefruits and nuts? What do you mean? That's always how it is. I don't know. Ask anybody who's been to college. That's always how it is. But yeah, I haven't talked about the build at all. I was just ranting about college housing, but I'm building the build, and I'm building the build from the challenge. Duh. So Yeah, so it's 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. The bathrooms are in kind of weird spots. They're kind of hidden behind the stairs, 2 of them, and then 2 are upstairs. They're all full, I believe. And then there's 1 bedroom downstairs and then 2 upstairs. I kind of imagined it was just like, I don't know, 3 people who've known each other for a bit, and they're like, oh, let's move in together. So that's what's happening here. That's how roommates work, apparently. But yeah, I put the darts board because, like, for some reason, everyone in college always has a freaking dartboard or like some sort of game, which fair enough. But I don't know. I had that in. Then the living room, just kind of like a random rug, kind of like, I picture those are kind of like Facebook marketplace couches and furniture. Maybe it's the ones that came with the townhouse, because I know that happens sometimes. But yeah, it's just kind of it's a place where college students live, because we're in university. Speaking of university, the pack, I actually really like this pack. This is probably one of my favorites besides like Seasons. I love playing with the college stuff, just in general, because it's so much, I don't know, I like doing the classes, the projects, and like writing the papers, and like seeing if I can challenge myself to, like, you know, go in and do other things on top of it, like I didn't do in real life. So it's a lot more fun. But I don't know, I always like playing with this pack. I like playing with it in The Sims 2 and in Sims 3. It's just like probably one of the best Sims packs they've ever come out with, like in terms of like every gen. Perfect. I not perfect, but like really fun to play with. But yeah, I'm kind of wrapping up the build here. I'm just putting some hedges out front, and I put those flower boxes and stuff on the outside, but this is kind of it. It's just a townhouse, and I completed the challenge that I made for myself. So we're gonna hop in here in a second and take a look at the finished product. So I'll see you in a second. All right, so this is the final build. Here's the front. We got some bushes, got two bikes, and then we've got more hedges back here. Outside's pretty simple. Got a bench, just a lot of hedges. Then if we go inside, we've got a coat rack, and then the kitchen is right off the door, kind of simple. And then we got one of the first bedroom, or is the first bedroom, which is all pink. I like this one. It's kind of feminine and cute. I don't know. I like it. That's that. Then we've got the living room. Kind of simple again. Got the posters and the dartboard. Got a TV. We put a gaming console. Got all that in there. We got a sitting area back here, and then there's 2 bathrooms. They're 2 full bathrooms. I didn't even include them in the video just because they're kind of boring to watch me build, but they're there. They're the exact same. And if we head upstairs, I added those like bright Chester, whatever, pictures. Then there's this bathroom, very simple. And then we've got another bedroom. I picture this person was like a musical major or something, or they at least played guitar. But this is their room. I love this poster. That's kind of that. And if we head back into the hallway and then cut across, we got like the balcony that has the keg, got the beer pong ping pong table, we got the folding chairs, kind of classic college stuff. Another empty-ish hallway. And then we got another bathroom, identical as the other side. Who would have thought? And then we got another bedroom. And this person I pictured, like, I don't know, video games, art, all that type of stuff. Maybe they're a drawing major or something, I don't know. But that's kind of it for this build. If you're interested in downloading this lot, it is called College Townhouse on the gallery. I pinned it on my profile, and my username is thethreatofjoy. So if you want to download it, you can. It's just university and base game, so if you have those 2, you're good to go. But if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.